I went from just initially wanting to drop 2 or 3 videos talking about stuff to just being like, you know what, fuck it, let's just do a whole new series. Now, I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna come back. You see, this is done pretty well. A lot of people are fuck with this. A lot of people are also really upset about this. But just know, this is one of the realest episodes I have dropped. Nobody would say it if I didn't. The ugly truth, predators, betrayal, and toxic behavior, chat. This is a real ass video right here, okay? I've gotten a lot of good and a lot of bad on this. Devonte Infinity exposes the ugly truth behind the modeling and photography industry. In this episode, he shares personal experiences with predators, unprofessional behavior, and character defamation, calling out the toxic energy that too often goes unchecked. Whole episode dives deep into the realities creatives face behind the scenes. Now, when I get a chance, I need to go into my YouTube and actually update all of these and do a collaboration post with my artist account, which is this one. And vice versa. I have some stuff on here that I need to do. Like these, I'll collab with my opt account. And then I have some stuff on this account that I need to kind of collab with my artist account on, including this video. So yeah, all of this is fully produced by me, music included. So just know that. I'm gonna let this play. It's about 10 minutes, and we'll pick up and go from there. If I need to stop and talk about something, I will. So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Episode 9, season 2 of a recent podcast.
Before I get into these stories, I want to make something very clear.
Let me do an audio check real quick. Make sure the audio sounds good.
Before I get into these stories, I want to make something very clear. I'm speaking on this because professionalism matters, and people only see the brands that I work with. They only see the final results. They only see the good side. They see the campaigns. They see the people I work with, and they would assume that everything's always positive and that I have a good relationship with everybody.
Hold on. It says click to exit full screen. What's happening on my chat? Hold on. Audio checks passed. Let me make sure this is running right. I might not be able to go full screen right now.
Before I get into these stories, I want to make something very clear. I'm speaking on this because professionalism matters, and people only see the brands that I work with. They only see the final results. They only see...
Okay, so it's tripping on full screen. That's fine. If you don't want to see the full video, you can watch it on your own time on my channel.
Before I get into these stories, I want to make something very clear. I'm speaking on this because professionalism matters, and people only see the brands that I work with. They only see the final results. They only see the good side. They see the campaigns. They see the people I work with, and they would assume that everything's always positive and that I have a good relationship with everybody. It's not the case. People assume everybody I work with is trustworthy. That's not the case. The truth is, it's not always safe. It's not always professional, and people don't always live up to the image that they're selling. Not everybody's professional. Right now, I'm in the biggest stage of my career. I am working with some of the biggest brands I've ever worked with. I have some of the biggest brand deals I've ever secured. And it's important for me to be able to protect my image and my integrity because I've worked hard to get here. People, friends, peers, people in the industry, brands, and etc. They look up to me as a leader. They look what I do. They watch what I do, how I treat people. And that means that I have to protect myself. I have to protect myself. I have to protect my image. I have to protect my integrity. Part of that integrity is part of being transparent, and I try my best to be transparent, especially in this last year or two. There's several different people that I've collaborated with and been affiliated with at one point that I'm no longer affiliated with now. Let's make that clear. We have a lot of mutuals. A lot of people assume that just because somebody worked with me, that they're trustworthy or that they're professional. It's not true. Nobody out there actually knows the truth of what happens behind the scenes. So after years, I'm finally putting the truth out, not to create drama, not to create a scene, just be transparent. In this industry, there's patterns of unprofessionalism, betrayal, toxic behavior.
A lot.
And even the best of us have to deal with
A lot.
These issues keep happening in the industry, and I'm just sick and tired of it, and a lot of other people are. So let's get down to it. These things have happened to me more than once on different occasions. I barely work with people. And whenever I go and I work with people or locals or mutuals, things usually don't work out for me. And it's more so for them. These issues happen all throughout the industry. They've happened to people I know. They've happened to people you know, but everybody's afraid to come out and talk about them. This journey means a lot to me, and it's important that I come out and speak about these things so that people know the truth and know that I'm not affiliated or associated with these types of people. This is my journey. This is my story. It's important for me to be able to tell people what really happened, what's really going on, so that people know where I stand. It's always important for me to come out and speak up on different things that are important to me, especially with this business. This is my business. This is my brand. This is my image. And people use it and they take advantage of it. This is where I stand. And this is why I cut all these people off. You can agree with me. You
All
can
of
disagree
them.
with me. It doesn't really matter to me.
Chat. All of them. I don't give a fuck. We can get into all this shit again while we're on stream. This is Exposed History Week, so
I'm here to be transparent and tell my story. At the end of the day, I have to protect my name and protect my image from these types of people. And again, at the end of the day, if you feel some sort of way about what I said, I wouldn't have been able to talk about it if you didn't do it. Now, let me start with one of the biggest issues that I've personally seen in this industry, and that is the people who hide behind opportunities just to be predators. This story is not about drama, it's about awareness. I'm just here to call out unprofessionalism in the industry. These are problems that happen a lot. There's a lot of sexual predators in the industry, and they try their hardest to pass off as a mentor. They try their hardest to pass off as like an agent, a director, a scout, or whatever. And a lot of them are predators. So this happened about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I connected and networked with this model scout slash director, and he wanted to open his own agency. Now, me being independent, I am open to signing, but only with selective opportunities because I've been doing so much more on my own versus using an agency. This dude is in his late 30s, maybe early 40s, and he presented himself as somebody in the industry who's a professional, he's credible, he wants to start his own agency, etc. But eventually the energy shifted and he started sexualizing me. So at a certain point, like, he's asking me if I've ever done sex work. He's assuming that I've done sex work, assuming that I do sex work, and I don't. And I've never done sex work in my entire career, and I don't plan to.
and let me double down on that. I've never done it and I don't plan to. Okay, we all get offers in this business to do something with the cost of that, and it's not worth it to me. So, I mean, if that's one of the reasons why I haven't blown up yet, then so fucking be it.
He tried to make it weird and strange that I didn't do sex work, and I'm telling him that I don't do sex work and I'm not interested in sex work, and he's making it weird. He doesn't really understand that that's not something that I'm into, and is assuming that everybody in the industry is going that route. He even pressured me to do fully nude shoots, even offered me a good amount of money to send him nudes and to do a nude shoot.
And my bad, not to keep pausing this video, but I actually have another episode that I shot whenever I shot this one, and I never dropped it. I didn't even get to editing it yet, but I do need to finish that and drop that soon, where it specifically talks more about this case and this actual story that I have about this older guy that was being a fucking predator. So I will have to go ahead and drop that sometime as soon as I can, but just know that I actually did a episode specifically talking about this.
Passing the boundaries. This is breaking all boundaries, pushing everything. All the professionalism is out of the window. And even after I clearly let them know that I was not interested in doing any of that stuff, I had no interest in doing it. Of all the other things he brought up, even told me he's in an open relationship with his husband, etc., and all this extra stuff that I didn't need to know, and it was super unprofessional. And after I say no,
Which
you
is
keep
crazy.
raising things, and you keep bringing up these different situations and nudes and doing these, nude shoots and trying to sell stuff and all this stuff. It's harassment. It's sexual harassment. You're not a professional. You're not a director. You're not a scout. You're not a model. You're not anything. You're a predator and you're unprofessional. The thing is, this isn't even a one-time experience. I've been through this multiple times. A lot of people that in the industry have been through this type of stuff, but who's going to come out and talk about it? This is a very odd pattern in the creative industry. A lot of people are using these different tags like talent, and scout and director and all these things, but they're really predators undercover and they manipulate new talent. I'm telling you this so other creatives, other models, actors, any other sort of creative in the industry, I just want you to know and to look out for these signs. Be careful. There's a lot of predators in this industry. There's a lot of people that want to use you. They want to soak your energy. They want to take your soul, all types of things like that. Hollywood is weird. And just know it's okay to walk away when anybody tries to blur those lines between unprofessionalism. I'm just trying to look out and spread awareness. I would have tagged him in this as well, but I don't even know what his Instagram is anymore. His name's like Changy Digital or something like that. He's like an older, light-skinned dude. I don't know. I don't know if he blocked me, if he changed his account, if he deactivated.
Oh, freak guy.
Who knows, but I just want you to know the truth. I don't fuck my clients. I don't cross that line. I don't cross that barrier. I keep things professional. If you know me, you know I don't even play those games. And the reason I'm saying this is because of the situation that happened with me and JJ, a celebrity photographer who I thought was my friend, and showed me otherwise. We connected on Instagram a long time ago, probably a couple years ago, and everything felt professional from the jump. He brought me out to a studio in Houston. We worked together. We sat down. Everything was cool. He didn't charge me. He didn't act weird. And I actually appreciated that. After the shoot, we sat down. We were talking, having conversations about the industry, talking about weird things, fake stuff, fake friends, fake people in the industry, stuff like that. And so by the time I left, I was like, cool. Like, this guy's solid. This is somebody that I can build with in business, especially creatively. But eventually, he started sliding up on my stories, sexualizing me, flirting with me, talking about he can treat me so good, trying to fuck and all this stuff. First of all, that's unprofessional. Secondly, I thought we were friends. And third, I'm straight. I don't even swing that way. And I never gave him that impression that I did, ever. And I'll be honest, at a point, I still considered working with him again just because our shots were so timeless and we just had like that studio chemistry. But eventually, I had to face the reality. If somebody cannot treat me as a professional, it doesn't matter to me how talented they are. Earlier this year, he ended up unfollowing me. I don't know if it's because he saw me exposing other people in the industry or if things just changed, but that's fine.
What's up,
I already
Janet?
decided the direction that I was going to go. I was already going to make the same move on my own. I'm not aligning myself with people who cross my boundaries. The
Appreciate it,
next
Liz.
situation is about someone I'll call Char, and this is an issue that has happened to me multiple times across different creatives. And what I want to focus on here is not the shoot or the work, it's character defamation. This is about somebody who acted supportive in person, acted like a friend in person, but behind my back, they're trying to tear down my character. Trying to tear down my character.
What's up, Jenny? You new to the stream? Shout out to Liz too, man. Jenny, you new here? You're a sub.
Take away credibility, and that's character defamation. We worked together a couple times, and the shoots, they always came out fire. I love bro's work. I always show support, always show motivation, always gave advice, told him, whenever you need something, let me know. I even vouched for him with other people whenever those clients are reaching out to me because they see that I'm credible and that I'm professional, and they're trying to wonder why they can't even get in contact with him. But after my underwear campaign, a lot of people switched up, including this situation. I'm hearing he's disrespecting.
So what's up? So what's up, Janet? You a sub? You new? Shout out to Liz too. Um, yeah, a little bit more about this situation right here. Really, really weird. Really weird shit was going on, and it's in multiple different avenues in terms of the business. So, you know, a lot of these people were upset, that I'm coming out and saying a lot about this stuff. But again, at the end of the day, what's crazy is who's who. I'm talking to you, Janet. The crazy thing about situations like this, because this has happened to me multiple times, dealing with people like this where they just want to work with you, they want to harvest your energy, they want your face on their platform. And even after you said, are you asking about this? I don't know when you joined. So if you want to ask me about like anything particularly in this video, or just said, who's that? I know you're not asking who this is on the I know you're not asking who this is on the video. Like I'm not right here on the stream. But what are you talking about? Like what? Um but like I was saying, there's a lot of people that act like this in the business. So you gotta watch out who you work. You gotta watch out who you work with. You gotta watch out who you talk to, who you associate with. And I've had times where forget it. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we asking about? Like, what are we talking about? But I think I just got a couple more subs today, so I appreciate it. Um, but what was I saying? Yeah, you gotta watch who you work with. And I've had a couple instances just like this, whether it's this photographer or maybe 3 or 4 other photographers, even all the way to when I was in a runway show doing a runway casting. And I actually need to tell this story on stream too and for YouTube. But I had long story short, I had a casting in Houston with I'll just say the company name because a lot of people actually know about the issues that have gone on within this production company. But I think it's pronounced Oak Houston. It looks like it's pronounced hot. It's what is it? Haute. Um, all Houston, I believe that's how you say it. It's not hot. It's like it's pronounced a different way. Reaction stream, roasting stream. I didn't say it was either of those. Just here spreading awareness. What's it called? Um, yeah. So that runway company, that production company, yeah, real life. No, real life. Um, that that um that company is weird. The director of that company is also very odd, and multiple people have actually exposed him. I forgot this one model's name. There's a model in Houston. I just combine the two words. There's a model in Houston that I used to talk to, and she actually exposed him on Instagram and got a lot of reactions, right? So the dude, I forgot dude's name. I think it starts with a D. I even had some weird interactions with him on Facebook before. I need to actually go and see if I still have those screenshots. But like I said, you know what? Hold on. While we're here, I can probably show you the Instagram right now if it's still up. I don't know if it's even still up. I don't know if it's still up. Hold on, let me check on my phone. Let me play the rest of this video, and then I can get more into it.
Acting homophobic, projecting his insecurities, a whole bunch of weak shit. But every time I saw him in person, he acted cool. This is what I'm calling out. The kind of people that are opportunists and they fake a friendship just to get you to work with them, only to try to damage your reputation when it suits them. That's unprofessional, that's weak, that's pussy. And
Yup.
that's exactly why I'm no longer affiliated with multiple people that act like this, including Char. I can't roll with people that try to tear down my image and my character instead of showing me respect. And honestly, this happens way too much in the industry, and that's why I'm bringing a highlight to it. We got to speak up on shit like this. That's why I'm sharing it so other creatives can see what it is for what it really is. I need people to know that not everybody that smiles with you is really with you, and not everybody that wants to work with you actually gives a fuck about you. So here's the takeaway from all of this. These three examples are real stories that have happened multiple times in different situations. And these are three people that I just wanted to use to highlight them. The Predator, JJ, Char, these are all examples of unprofessionalism in this industry. These are examples of why our industry is in such a bad state, and these are three of the biggest red flags that you can come across. This is why you need to be aware with who you're working with. You need to know who you are behind the scenes. Your character will expose you. Character and the truth is always going to expose you. These aren't even isolated incidents. These are things that always happen. These occur way more often than they should. Whether it's trying to manipulate, sexualize, or character defame somebody, all these things stop growth, they stop trust, they ruin credibility. You never know what you're saying to somebody else about somebody else can come back and mess them up. And these things are what's keeping our community weak. Our community is weak because of people like this. The ultimate lesson here is simple. We have to stop condoning people that are on this type of behavior. Stop supporting it. Stop working with people that act like this. This is their real character. We need to demand professionalism. Respect and integrity should just be the standard for anybody that we collaborate with. It's not even a difficult thing to understand. But we also need to hold ourselves accountable to those exact same standards. So again, for the last time, I'm sharing these stories, not for drama, but to shed light on the truth. I have to protect myself. We have to protect others. So let's put it on the record. I cut ties with anybody that crosses these lines. I've always stood firm on my professionalism and my work. You can go check my portfolio. You can go check my brand deals. You can go check my work. I've always had standards for myself, and I always try to make sure I share those standards amongst other people. There's a standard that comes with this business, and it should be applied to everybody, and I hope that everyone can respect this.
Yup. So again, that's pretty much this. And yes, I fully produced this myself, music, shooting, production, everything like that. All myself, by the way. And if you want to listen to that song, it is available on streaming. This is my artist channel right here. Caustic Prayer, Chaotic Prayer, however you want to say it. And you can go and you can check it out. I got visualizers, short films, all sorts of stuff, music, EPs. You can go check that out. And I'll be doing more stuff. I'll be showcasing more of this stuff on stream soon. Probably after we get done with Exposed Industry Week. That damn coffee has me so jumpy right now. Be aware for them. Yes, definitely. So, a little update, chat. I try to actually look up the production company again. I ain't seeing an Instagram.
Behavior.
I'm not seeing their Instagram anymore. So they might have really got caught into some shit. And yes, I do play games. If you want to see more of that, I have a Twitch for gaming right here too. I'm gonna put in the chat. What kind of stream do you usually run? It varies. It varies. I have a gaming channel and then I have this channel. I do a lot of different stuff on this channel. This week though, we're focusing more on a new series called Expose the Industry Week. You see the fly right here. So if you want to see more of the stuff that I do, definitely tune in on Instagram and on YouTube. So this is the flyer that we have for this. Most of the biggest lessons I learned in this industry never happened in front of the camera. 7 days, 7 stories, no filter. Expose the Industry Week. And I've done this quite a bit. You should stick to a steady stream schedule. You're doing great for real. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I do try to when I can. Sometimes I really don't like to be on camera, which might be ironic to say. Sometimes I don't have the energy to do streams. But I appreciate that. No, I'm gonna pin that because that's very positive comment, and I really appreciate that. I will definitely try to stick to it. And this week I'm dropping a whole bunch of stuff, obviously for this, so I appreciate that. So I expose the industry quite a bit when I can, and as you can see, I'm very credible, so I really can. We got the Timberland campaign here, Runway here, short film here, where I'm talking about pretty much sexual assault and harassment. There's a short film I made about it. But yeah, you can see really credible. So I was gonna do this on my phone, but I'm just gonna scroll all the way down. I might as well do it on stream so people can kind of just like get like a skim of all the shit that I've dropped. But I'm gonna go all the way down and try to see if I can still find the company, because I think a really long time ago when I did headshots with them, it should still be up on my Instagram. Very much credible. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I got 600 posts up on my main grid right now, so you're gonna see all types of stuff. But I'm about to go down to the very bottom to see if I still have this post up with that production. Because if I do, I might be able to pull up the tag. And if I can pull up the tag, then I'll be able to confirm if they still have an account or if it actually got deleted. And if it actually got deleted, we might actually have to do a full episode just to talk about that, because it being deleted is crazy. Actually, I think I remember the dude's name. I think his name was like Deshaun. Unless that was the name of this other director. And if it's both of them, if two guys named Deshaun, it's crazy. You'd be on DC. Link up on there. What's DC for you? Well, I gotta scroll down quite a bit. It's like all the way in the beginning of my career, back when I started in Houston, like 5 years ago. And I appreciate the sub on YouTube. Let me see. Let me confirm. Let me see if it went to 338 from 337. It did. Shout out to Janet, bro. Shout out to Janet for real. Much love in the chat. Need more love. Ah, shit. Did it freeze? And every time people join my stream, every time people go to my Instagram or my YouTube, they're always like, bro, like you deserve way more love than you have. People are like, I thought you would have had 100,000 followers, 10K followers. Like, it's crazy. I know it's crazy too. How you think I feel? How you think I feel? But you know, it'll come. You can see it still hasn't stopped us from being full time, from being booked, deals, sponsors. Like, I still have all that. I do want my platform, of course. I do want a bigger platform. But we'll see. Like you know, like we're all here right now. We got Janet showing love, subscribing, you know, joining the movement. So it's doing stuff like this, you know, that gets you up there. So but yeah, I'm gonna stream all week. I'm streaming every day this week 100% because of the series. So whenever I get a chance to drop everything, I will. In a perfect world, I get the streams up the same day that I shoot them. In a perfect world. Share a stream on my homie server to come in. We be vibing together. Thank you. Thank you. Much love, man. Much love. What type of stuff do you do, Janet? Um, I have two Discords. Which one do you want? You want my off by nature one, or you want the gaming one? Okay, so this was way early in my career down here. As you can see, we started out really, really fucking hot. I think I might have that headshot archived. I think I might actually have it archived. And also, this is work from a couple people that I spoke about on the stream, by the way. Right here. I ain't gonna say no names. This is somebody I talked about right here. This is somebody I talked about right here. This full set right here. Yeah. You know what? Since we're here, fuck it. You see these shots right here? This wouldn't be exposed to industry week if I didn't go in here, right? If you looked at the last video I just showed on stream, you see all these shots right here? I'm not gonna click none. I ain't gonna say too much. But this is the celebrity photographer that I worked with in Houston that I thought was really cool. I thought was really my friend and all this stuff. And he ended up sexualizing me and trying to fuck me and all that stuff. And I'm just being honest. I'm not even gonna go to the page. I'm just saying it on stream. If you see it, you see it. And I'm not ashamed to say that because the people that I could tag in that post when I posted that video on Instagram, I have a whole post for it. I tagged as many people as I could that I was speaking about, and even mutuals. So I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of that shit at all. All these motherfuckers need to be ashamed for playing like that, for being predatory. And if you follow me on Instagram, Janet, this is the post that I'm referring to when I posted it. I posted the clips, some clips and stuff. I even got some Diddy memes in there. If you go, you want to see that. But this is the main post. Don't be that guy in the business, exposing the ugly truths behind modeling and photography. You should upgrade your Twitch profile a bit because it shows your identity, and you can drop all your socials too to grab some good audience. Oh yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I need to actually do that this week since I'm really, really like on here. Since I'm really gonna be on here. No, you're right. Same shit for YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, it just has the damn. Yeah, that's some real shit. My YouTube just has this. I have not made the time yet to go in and like add all the tabs to the top, but I do need to. So I appreciate you for following up with that because I need that for sure. So I'll probably work on that this week. I also am supposed to do like a new sponsors video so I can have all my sponsors like here underneath on the side or on the right side over here. Right now we just have the Rise Coffee right here. Shout out to Rise Coffee for sponsoring me. I have my discount promo link. I'll be putting like in the description when this goes on YouTube. And I'm probably gonna drop some photos that I took for them as well. So yeah, I need to update my YouTube banner, my Twitch banner. I haven't touched. I'm gonna be honest. Chat. I haven't touched my Twitch banner bio in a really long time. Probably since I set up the channel. So it definitely needs to be updated. I'm gonna be honest. It needs to be updated. I might even change my profile picture on YouTube soon. But nah, you're right. And I'm gonna get on that soon. I got a couple like little tweaks I need to do. I even also had some stuff set up on my OBS. Um Oh, we got 339 subs now. Oh shit. Appreciate it, man. Whoever the new sub is. I had some stuff set up on Discord, like whenever I mean not Discord, on OBS, the effects and stuff. What's up, Ivy? What's up, Ivy? No, Liz doesn't stream. That's my friend. Um, we got Martin. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What's up, y'all? Much love. Much love. Oh, it's going crazy in the chat. Not just running here. Becca was yeah, going crazy right now. Hold on. Appreciate all the love. Chat is alive. Yeah, it is alive. Let me see. No, thank y'all for stopping by. I'm gonna have to extend it a little bit while I'm here. Yeah, it's jumping. It's jumping. It's jumping. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Shout out to the Discord. Appreciate all of y'all. Shout out to Janet for real. Um, appreciate y'all. But yeah, like I was saying, let me just keep the stream. Let me just keep the chat open on my damn phone. Cause y'all are going crazy. Yeah, I'm like I was saying, like Jen and I were saying, yeah. So yeah, I'll update this and everything like that to get that going, to get that up. If you want to show some love on Instagram too, definitely show some love. Like we have a lot of work on Instagram. We do all sorts of stuff you want to see. Just about 250 brands, all that. Some of the big campaigns are at the top. So for sure, show some love. Show some love. Timberland, Runway, short films, and I shoot and produce literally 99% of all of this by myself. So very credible, very experienced. So you guys are going really crazy in the chat. I appreciate the love. Did you put me on the Discord? Make Jenny your forgiven 6 years for real. Jeez. What they say? But yeah, it's really cool. See, like if I didn't do this stream today, I wouldn't even have interacted with all you guys and met all of you. So I really appreciate you stopping by. So for those that are just joining, Expose the Industry Week is pretty much me giving you more insight and exposing some stuff about this business that a lot of people are not afraid. You know, a lot of people are afraid to say and to talk about. This coffee has me so jittery. So this is the flyer right here. If you're just joining, this is the flyer right here. It says it says most of the biggest lessons I learned in this industry never happened in front of the camera. 7 days, 7 stories, no filters. Expose the Industry Week, a Devonte Infinity series, YouTube and Twitch, Out by Nature. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Expose the Industry Week right here, starting Sunday, was yesterday. And then for those interested, I've been back to dropping hella YouTube videos. We've been dropping like 4 or 5 YouTube videos a day. So you can go in there, you can see, check out this stuff. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all going crazy. We have all sorts of stuff going on YouTube as well. So I'm pretty sure there's something for you to enjoy. And then when I get all these streams up, it's gonna be even better. Fashion, hair care, skincare, collaborations, talking about the industry, photography behind the scenes. We got all sorts of stuff. It's a beautiful day to stream. Also, Janet, I need to, like I said, I need to go back on there and set up the chat on my OBS so that all you guys would be on stream, you know. That's some really dope in my mind for your channel, man. Share it. Yeah, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? Nah, I just approved it. I just approved the message. Just approved the message. Let me. No, I haven't got on Discord yet. But I'm about to go to. I'm about to go to my archives and see if I can find that model company that was really shady, really shady, very unprofessional. And I'm gonna talk more about that here in a second too. Let me see if I can find that post. Yeah, if y'all are adding me on if y'all are adding me on Discord, I appreciate it. I haven't got on Discord just yet. But would you What do you want to share about the channel? We have so many archived photos. It's so crazy how much we work. Archive this one? Why archive that? It's a classic shot. I think one of the funniest things about going through your old photos, like your old posts or even like your archived work is going back and seeing how many people are no longer associated with you, how many people like you're not associated with anymore, or that you stopped talking to, or they stopped talking to you, or, they unfollow you, you don't follow them. Going through and seeing it in real time is very, very funny. Actually, you guys for supporting mom. Work hard for real. Appreciate y'all for real. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Okay, so check this out. It is archived. And oh, chat, we just figured out. We just figured out some real shit. I think this company deleted their whole account. Oh shit. They did. Chat, so I'm not capping. I'm not capping. The profile, hold on. The profile you're trying to view, you're looking for, doesn't exist. Bro, these exposed and deleted. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not capping on this shit. And I have actual proof. This headshot is the headshot that was taken for this production company. And you want to know what's even crazier about that? And look, I shot these here. This was in the studio, Enemy Studios. Enemy Studios. You can look this up. Yeah, you can look this up. People don't know the lore behind this casting, bro. You can look this up. You can look this shit up. Oh, they got Deshaun Taylor tag too. Look, look. I'm not capping. You see these tags? All Houston official and Deshaun Taylor. I told you his name was Deshaun. What'd I say? What'd I say? And you can look too. I'll click it. I'll click it myself. Look. Hold on. I'll click the names on stream just so you can see for yourself. Yeah, I'm not capping. Look, we can do this shit in real time. We can do this shit in real time. I don't cap about this shit. Look, this is the production team right here. Oh, Houston official. What the hell? Don't mind my nails, guys. I need to cut them. I'm just trying to show it in real time. Doesn't exist. And then we have the founder at the bottom, Mr. Deshaun Taylor. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. And this literally in real time. This is the type of stuff that I talk about and I expose, and people are not doing this type of stuff. But like I said, I knew some models in Houston that actually exposed him and it actually got traction from it. This production company they're not cool. I shot these in the casting studio. You can look this up if you want to do research on it. Enemy Studios. If you do enough digging, you might even find other pictures in this exact same frame. This was January 6th, 2020. I was like 19, 20 years old. This is when I first started. I'm in my mid 20s now. Like this is back when I was just doing only like high fashion work just for the industry. Now I do all my own shit. But yeah, this is the headshot. And the crazy thing about this headshot is that let me see who's on here. Nah, bro. The crazy thing about this headshot, nah, I haven't seen it yet. The crazy thing about this headshot is keep this in mind. Hold on, let me go full screen for this so we can make this into another YouTube video. This headshot right here, right? The funny thing about this headshot and this production company is that after we did these, first of all right, let me just give you a little background on this. I might as well since we're here. This is when I was in Houston. Went to Houston, went to the casting. This was a pretty big casting too. Keep in mind, this was a major casting. Let me just put my Instagram right here while we're here. A major casting. And during this major casting, first of all, I get nervous as hell for every casting, even though I make them all. Like, I'm gonna knock on wood, you know, I get a lot of no's. I've gotten thousands of no's across my career. But for doing in-person castings, I usually make them. 9 times out of 10, I make them. And I'm still nervous every time I do it because you just never know. I go to this casting. This line is so long. Keep in mind, it's multiple floors in the studio. The casting is held upstairs. So you got people, I remember this vividly. You got this room upstairs. You got a line full of models coming this way. You got a line full of models that's still coming this way, coming here. There's like a check-in part somewhere like midway at the top where they write your name down. They give you this. They give you like a number or something like that. That's how a lot of these castings work. And then keep in mind, this is just the hallway. This isn't even the stairs or downstairs yet. It's just the hallway, you know, occurs maybe 2 or 3 times. Little check-in here. There's like a short hall here. I still remember this. And then there's like stairs. There's like maybe 2, 3 flights of stairs. And then there's the ground base. And then you have the door. And then you have outside. Everything that I just mentioned was flooded with models. And you go outside and there's a line. The line goes down outside. So I'm telling you, these castings, bro, this was a very, very sought after casting. Nah, it was Houston. It wasn't New York, but it's very similar to New York. New York is like that too. But yeah, this was Houston, so it was a very, very major sought after casting. Like everybody was talking about this shit.